I wanted to ask you about military intervention and war and all that stuff. I know that you are one of the biggest opponents of the U.S. getting involved overseas. And I'm curious your thoughts on where we've gone since you were in Congress. Has it gotten worse, and what your views are?
Probably one that is annoying to me was because I remember it, and that was we had World War I and World War II, and we went through the process of declaring war and having an enemy, but it was done the right way in the sense that we declared the war, and the wars didn't last that long. We were only a year or so on World War I, and World War II is 3 years. Think of how that was taken care of. But after the war, it was in 51, when Truman said, we have to have a police action. We have to go and, preserve democracy for Korea. And my comparison was, yeah, and look, we wanted to do that in South Korea, and we lose 60,000 people and kill millions of the Vietnamese and all this, and then we lose, and we walk away, lost all this money and all these lives. And what happened? Was there the domino effect? That's what we were preached to, your domino effect. Communism is going to take over, and they did a lot of that. But guess what? When we lost the war in Vietnam, we left, and all of a sudden something weird happened. They started acting like capitalists. and just think of all we won in peace versus all that we lost in war. And sometimes people won't even think of the slightest consideration that maybe a little bit of that philosophy could be applied to those people who are looking forward to a war with China.
I feel like it's like a Chinese finger trap. That you've got so many people who want war, and they make the argument, we need to go there to stop Russia, we need to go there to stop the terrorists. But in doing these things, in engaging in foreign intervention, it's creating recoil or creating blowback, and it's making the conflicts worse.
That's by design. I mean, that's what keeps the machine running. That's what keeps the money flowing. We talk about the Fed all the time. The Fed is what makes war possible. It's what makes the empire possible. And it's funny because you sit around and you laugh at the domino theory. Oh man, that's like something out of the '60s. We're living in it right now. If we don't stop Russia in Ukraine, they're going to be marching through Paris. Tomorrow they're going to take Estonia. Where's Estonia? I have no idea, but they're going to take it. I heard it on TV. So we still believe in the domino theory. It's still the basis of our foreign policy. In fact, who was it? It was a politician. It actually may have been McCarthy, Speaker of the House, and I could be wrong, who said, well, we got to fight them. Basically, he literally said we got to fight them over there because otherwise we're going to fight them over here. I mean, I thought the Bush era was over.
Right.
So these things are just regurgitated because they're enormously profitable to the most well-connected people,
But I kind of wanted to ask both of you guys, if you guys were the Secretary of State, how do you handle the Ukraine situation right now? What's the call to action?
Well, I have a real easy thing to do. It's not complex, and everybody will understand it, but nobody will do it. Because I used it in my debates. How are we going to end the wars in the Middle East? Yeah, we've sort of come around to your position. We should have done it, but here we are. We're here now. And my answer is, we just marched in. We can just march out.
Yes.
Yeah.